Hey guys, this is falling now. I have tried to start this video. Oh, I keep cutting off my head lately, y'all. Okay, maybe that'll work. Anyways, I have tried to start this video a couple times and I keep messing up. It is almost 12 p.m. I have not eaten anything today and I'm just going to eat cereal and a banana. Because honestly, I don't want anything else. We have, counting today, 5 more days in the low spend month. And it's not been hard to do. It's not been a difficult thing. It hasn't bothered me. The only thing now is we don't have convenience foods. So now I'm on a hunt to find, not for this month, but for later on in life. This experience this time has made me think about, well, what kinds of things, because I know I can make freezer meals and all that different stuff, but I don't always want casseroles, you know. But I've been thinking, what kind of things can I make ahead and have in the freezer for times whenever we want a quick meal, like chicken strips or something, you know. I've just been trying to figure that out. I've been thinking about what I could do. So I have thought about, after we get to the point where we can do, you know, normal grocery shopping again if we want to, like where we're buying meats, pretty much. I thought about buying a small pack of chicken tenders and like prepping them, I guess you could say, in different ways and freezing them, and then later come back and cook them and see how that works out, if they're as good as whenever you originally do it. Like kind of like my thing with, if it's in the freezer section of your grocery store, you can do it too, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing like some chicken nuggets or chicken strips or something, and I want to try to see if I could do pizza, like make homemade pizza, like par bake the crust like they do, and then put the toppings and everything on it, and then figure out some way to wrap it and put it in the freezer. Like, I would have to flash freeze them and then put them. But I don't know. I've been thinking about that kind of stuff now, and if I decide to pursue that, I'm gonna bring y'all along with me. But it'll be after we do the finish the low spin. And y'all, there is something I've been seeing, all this stuff, and I haven't looked at the eggs in town, but I've been seeing all these different little memes and stuff about egg prices. And the other day when I went grocery shopping at Walmart, there was a woman saying there's no eggs, and let me call her, you know, and let me tell her there's no eggs. And I was like, why are there no eggs? And I guess it's this bird flu or something that's going on. I don't know what it is, but we don't have many eggs left. So I'm glad we decided to go ahead and buy bread, because if I had not decided to buy bread, we would have had no eggs, because that brioche bread that we like, that's our favorite recipe, it has to have like 6 eggs. So I'm glad we didn't do that. And as soon as we can have, as soon as it's time and we can get chickens again, you can better believe I'm going to be shopping at Tractor Supply to get me some baby chicks. And I know the last time I went to Tractor Supply, they were supposed to be hens, supposed to be pullets, and they were all roosters. and we had to give a lot of them away. We actually ended up giving all of them away, but we kept one for a very long time. But see, here we can have all the roosters we want. Now, we wouldn't want a bunch of roosters running around because they would fight and things like that. But I'm just gonna go to Tractor Supply and get chicks, and I'm gonna have me a yard full of chickens, and the roosters will just, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this though, but people have done it for thousands of years. We're just gonna eat the ones, like if there's too many roosters, we'll just have supper with it. We'll have that, I guess. I know people don't want to hear that, but that's what do you think it is at the grocery store? Anyway, I'm gonna try to quit saying and I'm gonna go ahead and just eat me some of my breakfast or lunch, whatever it is, brunch. Jeff's not even here and I'm having brunch. I'm gonna eat that and make my coffee, and I'm going to figure out what we're having for supper tonight because I have not figured it out. Do some shopping for the fire department because the fire department has bought, they're not here yet, but they bought iPads for for me and my sister-in-law to do our reports on, because I'm the only one that's been doing reports, but I've been putting them on my personal computer, and they don't, that it doesn't need to be on a personal computer. It needs to be on something that belongs to the fire department. So that's why they chose iPads, because it's something we can take to scenes and stuff, take to calls, and take pictures and things if we need to. So we don't have to take a picture with our phone and then, it's all on personal stuff. Because the reason why we're doing this is because the system has changed. Not that we're like, not just because I'm here, but the system has changed. But anyways, that's why I'm having to learn the new system. Anyway, I told them that I shopped for the iPads, and me and my sister-in-law ended up finding them cheaper somewhere else than where I had found them, a place I didn't even think about looking, which was fine. And I have to find cases for them, because the cases so far are just like a little flap that folds over. We need something rugged. We don't need just a little flap. So I don't know what's happening today. I know I have to wash clothes, but y'all, I don't have many chores to do. I don't have much that I have to do today. I need to sweep and mop the floor because I have not mopped it since before it snowed. But there was so much snow, and the snow has just finally gone away, all of it, like day before yesterday. And I was going to go ahead and do the mopping and everything today, and then I remember, it's supposed to rain. I am not going to mop and then somebody walk in with muddy feet. That would make me mad. They wipe their feet though. That is something I can do. After I wash that load of clothes, I can wash our little rugs and stuff. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow though, after the rain is gone. But anyways, after I opened the curtains, Daisy was not too happy because there's no sun today. But anyway, I'm gonna have to, I'm just sitting here talking. I'm just like talking with my friends and just chatting along, and I'm not doing anything. And that's what my channel, that's the way it is. I mean, that's what I do. I talk to you guys, and I do things, some things. But let me know if eggs are scarce in your stores. Let me know if you find them or not, because now I'm like, ooh, are we gonna get eggs soon? But anyway, now I can have all the chickens I want though, so I'm gonna be getting me some chickens. And eventually I want quail again. I would like turkeys, but probably not here. Who knows? I might. But anyway, I'll be back at some point when I'm doing something. I just don't know when it's going to be today. So, I'll be back. Hey guys. I hadn't done much today other than laundry and doing stuff at the computer, editing and things like that. And so I didn't record anything else other than what I did this morning. And I didn't eat any lunch. Jeff, what'd you ate the Italian sausage for breakfast? And you ate what for lunch? Kebabs and potato soup? Oh, just kebabs? Oh, okay. So we ate kebabs. So now I'm making the Husband Project's taco soup. It's written by Paula Fredrickson. I got it from a Bible study I did years ago that Kathy Lip had done. I did find this booklet. It's like a little booklet with different recipes that are supposed to be hearty, satisfying man food. So I did find the copy of this online. If it's still available, I will link it down below. But I'm going to be cooking it today here in my Instant Pot. I've been wanting to experiment with this and see if it would work in the Instant Pot or not. I don't know if it will or not. So we're experimenting today. So I'm going to get the camera down here so you guys can kind of see. I've talked to Jeff about maybe putting some kind of rig so we can see better into the pot. But you can just see what I'm putting in. So I've got a pound of ground beef cooking in there. And then I have 1 onion chopped. It doesn't say what size onion. It just says 1 onion chopped. So the way you would normally cook this is you would get these two things. You'd get the ground beef cooked through and the onions cooked through, and then you would throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cans of things into this, and then do the slow cooker. Well, I want to see if I can do it quick cooker method, pressure cooker method, just to see how it will work out. So I'm kind of guessing today. Well, you put 9 cans of things and then some seasonings to see how, you know, and then it's supposed to be done or whatever. So I'm just gonna cook this meat until it's done. I'm not gonna drain it because there's not a lot of fat in there, and I'm not, you know, worried about it. So actually I might, well, no, I want to get the meat done. I don't really know how this is going to work out, but what I'm going to do is get this cooked to where I want it to be. Then I'm going to put the cans in there. Plus, I was supposed to have a can of hominy, but I don't have any, so I'm going to just put some frozen corn in. We've done that before. And then I'm going to do the pressure cook thing. How long do you think I should cook it for pressure cooking? Since everything will be cooked already, you just want everything to get happy together. Maybe 8-10 minutes. Alright, we're going to try that. And if we don't like it, we'll do it again. But pretty much this is all the video is going to be, is just me cooking this and showing y'all. And after, what are you doing? Oh, take the garbage out. After this is done, you're supposed to fry up some flour tortillas. We've never done that part. I have made some jalapeno cornbread. I've done that before. I'm not doing that today. We've just eaten it just like it is with crackers. We've eaten it with tortilla chips. Today, I don't know what we're doing. We don't even have enough tortillas left to do that with anyway, if we did want to do it. I could make homemade tortillas, but I don't want to do that either. Honestly, it's been one of those rainy days, and it's one of those, you want to just be lazy. You don't want to do anything. And I had thought about going ahead and getting this started hours ago and doing it with the slow cooker. But I thought, no, I don't want to do that because I want to see if it works with the pressure cooker or not. So that's what we're doing. This smells good just because it's beef and onions. It's just about to the point where I need it to be to put the cans of stuff in. So I'm going to get them over here. Jeff has, I washed them, and Jeff opened most of them for me. I think I opened one. And I'm going to tell y'all what I'm putting in. And you don't drain any of these, I don't think. Let me make sure. No, you do not drain anything. It's a lot of tomato product, though. A lot of it. But that's all right. And I'm going to grab the corn out of the freezer. Put that right there for now. And I would say this is a fairly expensive meal to cook because these ranch style beans are not cheap. These cans of them. And one of you asked me if I thought you could get them where you live. I don't know if you can or not. But what it says they are is if you like the unique bold flavor of our ranch style beans, but you're hankering for something. Oh, that's just talking about the jalapenos. I'll just tell you what's in them. Pinto beans, jalapeno, tomato puree, onion powder, paprika, garlic powder. I guess, and then jalapenos. Alright, this is to the point. It's just about where I want it to be to cook, to put everything else in. I need a stool to stand up here and look inside because it's so tall. But they're supposed to be just like something cowboy beans or something. So maybe I've been wanting to try to experiment and see if I could figure out how to make some myself. So maybe I'll experiment with that sometime with you guys. I'll talk to Jeff and see what he thinks because he's the one that has eaten them most of his life. I mean, he said he grew up eating pinto beans. We didn't have pinto beans. For us, it was black-eyed peas and lima beans. That's what we had. We didn't have pintos very often. I don't know why. It just wasn't the thing that Mama made. All right. I think that's about where it needs to be. And I'm going to turn the pressure cook off, not the pressure cook, sorry, the saute mode off. And start putting things in. So, it's supposed to be a 14.5 ounce of can of hominy. And since I don't have that, you sure I don't have any hominy down there? I thought, let me just go look. Because I thought I bought a can. Okay, so I thought I had, I know I bought a can of hominy, but I might have cooked taco soup since we moved. It was after we moved that I bought it. Jeff does not like hominy, but he likes it in this. It's the only thing he eats it in that I know of. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of guesstimate with this corn and just put some in. And honestly, this brand, this Always Save, I don't think I want to buy it again because it just it's lacking in flavor. You know, and corn is supposed to have the flavor of corn, right? Well, this is kind of sad. So, but it's alright. We got it for a really good price. It served the purpose. I still have another one down there. Alright, so let's just pretend that that's hominy. What is hominy anyway, Jeffrey? Boiled corn? Boiled popcorn. Boiled popcorn, that's what he calls it. I don't know if it really is. Is it really? Oh, that'll just break up. It'll be fine. 1 can of kidney beans. I might need a little spoon. Here, we've got one right here. To get everything out of the bottom. Okay. 2 cans of the ranch style beans, 1 with jalapenos. If you do not like jalapenos or heat, do not use them. You don't have to use the ones with jalapenos. That's completely up to you. This one has sweet onion in it, but it's another can of the ranch style beans. Can y'all tell I'm not left-handed. Alright, 3 cans of stewed tomatoes. Told y'all that's gonna have a lot of tomato in it. Ooh, goodness. Why'd you do that, Jeffrey?
That's what I do.
Alright. And then it's supposed to have a 4-ounce can. What does it say? Does it say that? No, it just says a can of tomato sauce. Alright, there we go. Can of tomato sauce. I thought it was a 4-ounce can. There's a can of tomato sauce. Do we have any more tomato sauce down there? Okay. Also, can you do something? I need you to write, what was it we used up? Alright, it's supposed to be a can of Rotel, but we don't buy that. We just have green chilies, and we just do a thing of tomatoes. So there's a can of diced tomatoes, and a can of the Hatch green chilies. It's not focusing. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but this is the ones I like to use most of the time. There we go. But I also sometimes use jalapenos, but these are good. Now this is a bigger amount than what you would use if you were using Rotel, because Rotel is a smaller can than that is, but we don't mind that. We just to have a little extra tomato and chilies. All right, so now I'm gonna rinse my fingers because I got some chili on them. Now I'm gonna put in the seasoning. It calls for a packet of taco seasoning. I'm just gonna use fajita seasoning because that's what I grabbed. 1 packet, whenever you're using the bulk type, is 3 tablespoons. So I'm putting in 3 tablespoons. Alright. Same thing with the ranch seasoning. Once I get done with all this fajita seasoning, I'm going to start making my own like I do my ranch. I think I want to do that with taco seasoning too. But the same thing with the ranch. I don't know if I have enough, honestly, because I've used it, so I've got to make some more. So let's see. There's 1, 2. Oh dear, not quite 3. It'll work. Once I get all that out of there, it'll be good enough. And I'll just make some more in that same jar. Will you put this jar in the refrigerator so I can make some more later? Alright, and then I'm going to stir this up so it can all be mixed together. And I'm just going to do it for the high pressure for, I think, 8 minutes maybe. I don't know if that'd be too much, but I'm going to do it. We'll see. I don't think maybe it won't be. And then we'll know if we have to cook it all day long or if we can just cook it in this sometimes. If it doesn't taste as deep and rich, we won't do the quick cook anymore because, yeah. But sometimes I want to have something like this, but I don't want to leave my slow cooker cooking all day if we're not at home. So there's that. Alright, I'm gonna put the lid on. It's still wet, but we don't care where it was washed. It always, you have to push down on it to get it to go down whenever you have used the saute. So I'm going to use pressure cook 8 minutes, and I'll come back and let y'all know what happens. Okay guys, I have tried 2 different times to do the pressure cooking with this, and it does the burn food notice every single time. And I have used a wooden spoon or a wooden spatula like thing and went down and scraped the bottom, and there's nothing coming out. So I guess it's just not meant to put in a pressure cooker. Now my chicken's going off. It's actually a turkey, but still. I guess it's just not meant to do that way, but I have it on saute right now, and everything was cooked already, so it's not as if there's no raw food in this. There wasn't any raw food in the beginning. It just needed to be happy together, you know. It was that kind of, to marry, as they say. So, you know, whenever you do use the Instant Pot, it does get to a very high temperature and pressure builds up and all that, and it starts cooking faster, and that happened twice. And right now I have it on saute mode, and I'm stirring it because I don't want it to burn or anything. But Jeff tasted it, and he said it tastes fine. So pretty much, well, the corn was raw, but it's not now. I'm sure it doesn't take any time to cook the corn. What are you looking for?
Please.
I think it's on the other side, on that over there. Jeff's about to shred us some Colby Jack cheese, and I'll just show you a bowl, but it's done. It's just not a quick cook thing. And I have had this happen before with other things that had a lot of tomato in it. So maybe it's a tomato thing. If you had this happen or anything similar to it, please let me know if you use an Instant Pot often. I've cooked lots of things in this and never had a problem, but then there's sometimes certain things that I do have problems, and normally it's something that's either super thick, which you can tell this is not super thick, or it's something with a lot of tomato in it. So I don't know why, but that's what's happening. But it's gonna be fine. It's cooked. It's probably been about 30 minutes that it's been doing this. You can cook it on the stove top too. Instead of doing it in the slow cooker, you can let it simmer on the stove top. But anyways, we're gonna eat, because like I said, everything was cooked before we put it in the pot. Or the onions and ground beef weren't, but the onions and ground beef I cooked before I put anything else in. So everything was cooked other than that corn. And I say it's done. I mean, it looks like it normally does, and Jeff said it tastes good. I was just hoping it would be an instant pot success, but I guess it's an Instant Pot fail. But it's not a fail tonight. It's still edible. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's still gonna be delicious. I just can't cook it in here like I wanted to. All right, I'll be back to show you a bowl with the cheese on top, I guess. Okay, so here's Jeff's bowl, and mine will be the same way except less. And then Noah's, I don't know how he wants his. He'll probably put crackers all in his. But that's what we're going to have for our dinner. And we're not going to do a taste test because we already know we like it. Okay, so like I said, it's not exactly a fail, but it's kind of an Instant Pot fail. But that's all right. I just wanted to see how it would work out. We're still having the same meal. It's still cooked through. Everything is still good. It's not quite as thick as it normally is, because you know, whenever you slow cook something, it thickens more. But that's okay too. I think it's going to be just fine. And if I just want it fast, I just do it on the stovetop, you know, instead of do it in the slow cooker. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I hope this video was alright, not too weird. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.